Hello everyone and welcome to Learning is a Journey. I'm Smita
And I'm Rashika.
and we're here with 10 new words. Let's get started. Today's words are
Mammoth.
Repulse, Havoc,
Raze,
Stereotype, Stentorian, Lethal,
Scurry.
Incisive,
and
Precipitate.
our first word is
Mammoth.
Mammoth means a large extinct elephant. And another definition is large and vast. For example, a mammoth corporation. Part of speech is an adjective or a noun depending on how you're using it. The next word is
Repulse.
Okay, repulse means drive back an attack or attacking enemy by force. Example, rioters tried to storm ministry buildings but were repulsed by the police. Do you remember the word riot?
I don't think we've done it before.
But we discussed it in one of the the sample sentence
It's
that
like
we used.
I think it's an uprise of like public people. Is it?
Riots are what are going on right now in United States. People protesting on the streets is a riot.
In DC.
Yeah, part of speech is verb. Some other synonyms for repulse are repel, rebuff, snub, disgust, drive back, beat back, push back, etc. Our next word is
Havoc.
Havoc means widespread destruction. Sample usages: the hurricane ripped through Florida, causing havoc. And in the picture below, you can see how the hurricane has devastated that location, how it wreaked havoc, and how the houses are destroyed, and there's a lot of casualty over there. Part of speech is a noun. Our next word is
Raze.
Raze means completely destroy a building, town, or other site. Usages: villages were razed to ground, like during World War I and World War II. Towns were literally razed to the ground, like in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Part of speech, verb. And in the building, we can see in the picture we can see that the building is not completely razed. It's partially destroyed. Our next word is
Stereotype,
Stereotype. It means a wildly held but fixed and oversimplified image or idea of a particular type of a person or a thing. For example, sometimes actors are stereotyped into playing a certain roles. Like if an actor was casted as a mother in a picture, and if that movie was a super hit, they are usually stereotyped into similar roles. They're usually seen as a mother or a father or a villain. So it's a wildly held but fixed and oversimplified image or idea of a particular type of person or a thing. The stereotype of a woman as the carer, right? People just assume that women usually care for children, but there are a lot of men who take the role based on their necessity, right? For example, in my house, my husband cares for my daughter so much more better than me. But then women are usually stereotyped as carers. Part of speech is noun. The next word is
Stentorian,
Stentorian. Means loud and powerful, usually referring to a person's voice. Usages: he introduced me to the staff with a stentorian announcement. And sometimes, if you notice a person who has a loud and powerful voice, you could say, wow, you've got a Stentorian voice. And that is a blessing, because in corporate world, people with Stentorian voices are usually heard more, and people with a smaller voice like I usually have to make a bigger effort to make myself heard. So in the picture, you can see that someone is using a mic, but if you are blessed with a loud voice even without using a mic, that's such a big blessing. Part of speech is adjective.
Lethal.
Our next word is lethal. Definition is lethal means deadly. It's enough to cause death. Usage is a lethal cocktail of alcohol and pills, meaning to say if you take alcohol along with pills, that's lethal enough to kill you, right? That's enough to kill you. It can be lethal to combine alcohol with pills. Part of speech, adjective. Our next word is
Scurry.
Scurry means move hurriedly with short, quick steps. Usage, pedestrians scurried for cover. So, do you know what pedestrians means?
I saw those signs saying pedestrians cross here. I think they're like people who walk.
Yes, that's right. Pedestrian are people who are commute on foot. In the part of speech is verb. Some other words for scurry are run, scuttle, scamper, rush, scoot, dash, hurry, race, bustle, and hasten. So the next word is
Incisive.
incisive means intelligently analytical and clear thinking. It's usually either describing a person or a mental process. She was an incisive child. So in this case, we're talking about the child, not the mental process here. And the part of speech is adjective. The next word is
Precipitate.
precipitate, and this happens to be the last word of the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so the definition is done, made, or acting suddenly or without careful consideration. Well, it actually has multiple meanings, and one is cause to happen suddenly, unexpectedly, or prematurely, like in the incident precipitated a political crisis, meaning to say this incident actually caused a political crisis suddenly. And just like corona crisis, corona is causing a political and an economic crisis right now. We could say corona precipitated an economic and a political crisis. And usage is I must apologize for my staff, their actions were precipitate, meaning the actions were made or acting suddenly or without careful consideration. So something like I think there's another word for that. What is the other word for that? Yeah, hasty and impetuous. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Similar words are hasty, rash, hurried, and rushed. So in the picture, you can see that someone is running either to catch a train or a bus, some sort of commute, because it's probably about to leave. So they're in a hurry to catch it. So that's it for today. That brings us to the end of this session. So if you like, please tap on the like, because it takes a lot of time to research and prepare the PPTs and the videos. So please, I'd appreciate if you could click on the tap the like button. And if you're new to our channel, please subscribe to our channel if you're interested in improving your English vocabulary, and if you're preparing for GRE, GMAT, ACT, SAT. Vocabulary is a vital part of getting a good score on these exams. So I'll see you tomorrow with another set of 10 words. Until then, bye.